and it only needs one thing, and it's time for the Far Side News with your host, Corey Charlton.
Hello, this is the Far Side News. I'm Corey Charlton, and this is news that is depressingly lonely. Too real. A number of Tea Party activists are boycotting Fox News for being too liberal. Then they boycotted their lunch for being too liberally delicious, and then boycotted the sun for shining on them like a filthy, cock-loving lefty. Former famous Brazilian model Sabrina Boing Boing raised eyebrows this week after Instagramming pictures of herself breastfeeding a wild calf she found on the side of the road. Sorry, what am I? Okay. What an utterly disgusting woman. There was drama in a Zimbabwe hotel after a prostitute appeared to die while having sex, only for her body to suddenly awaken hours later as the police were putting her in a coffin. She was disoriented, but should be okay. I mean, I've heard of girls just laying there and taking it, but golly. But honestly, if you were a cop, wouldn't you see the girl rising from the coffin and think vampire? I don't know. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie said that he's still undecided on legislation that would ban gay conversion therapy. This therapy involves classifying gay children as mentally ill and can even include electrical shocks. Though it's understandable if New Jersey still wants to keep these practices, as being gay and getting electrocuted is the only way to authentically make the Jersey Shore style. Doritos, which found success with the Doritos Locos Taco at Taco Bell, has released a Doritos Locos Taco flavor of Doritos. That's right, a chip that is flavored like a taco with the same kind of chip as a shell. This has been the most meta and disorienting advertisement since Michael J. Fox did a commercial for a shake weight during an earthquake. A 17-year-old girl in Germany with a YOLO tattoo was hit by a bus and killed this week. Reports say the area around the tattoo now looks better. A man has started a program in Tucson that aims to give out free shotguns in high-crime areas. This will likely be a shot in the arm both for the crime epidemic in Tucson and for all the innocent people who actually will get shot in the arms with shotguns. A new study suggests many dinosaurs may have had sex in the missionary position due to protective spikes on their back. Evolutionary biologist Gregory Erickson said, "It must have been a hell of a thing to see." The researchers' new project will be investigating why they can't watch Jurassic Park anymore without getting boners. A company is now offering bacon-flavored condoms. J&D's Food, which sells a variety of bacon goods, also invented bacon lube. And now every single guy in the audience is weighing the pros and cons in their head of sucking a bacon-flavored dick. It's a spectrum, folks. On Tuesday, Justin Bieber got in an altercation with a neighbor who complained he was driving too fast down the neighborhood. Bieber ended up spitting on the man and had to be physically restrained by his bodyguard. The man also alleges Bieber threatened to kill him. That's right, Justin Bieber is now one of the most gangster musicians in music. This will hopefully lead into the epic Justin Bieber-Chris Brown feud, where they see who is respected less amongst adults with self-esteem. Police in Pennsylvania say that a dog left in an unattended car accidentally put the car into drive and ran over a man who fell unconscious. Yes, the dog said, accidentally. In India, uses of swastikas and the name Hitler in popular culture and businesses has skyrocketed. The swastikas have historical significance to Indians, not related to anti-Semitism, but the focal point of the criticism was a coffee shop actually named Hitler. This location led to the most confusing meeting in the history of the Ku Klux Klan. A 10th grade biology teacher in Idaho is under investigation for saying the word vagina during a biology class on sexual reproduction. This is reportedly an effort by extremely religious parents in the school area to get them fired for teaching subjects they don't believe in. This will hopefully show kids that some things they're taught about just aren't real, like vaginas. On Tuesday, Texas Governor Rick Perry compared standing against gay marriage to the civil rights movement of the 1960s and said that gay rights activists were being intolerant of the religious. The country will continue to show his speeches and viewpoints, mainly so we can all see the look on his face once he figures out what irony is. A church has closed its food bank for a surprising reason, because it attracts poor people. That social unrest has been created by the poor people in the church, and and that the congregation needs to focus on more Bible-like activities, presumably slavery and genocide. It's too bad that it couldn't have been one of those nice food banks that all the rich people try and get their free food from. Former WWE star X-Pac almost died last week after tearing his anus in a wrestling match and undergoing emergency butthole surgery. It's nice to see the world of professional wrestling support the gay community even more than they usually do with their wrestlers and outfits and everything else. A new trend sweeping Chicago bars is the Vaportini, a device which evaporates flavored spirits and lets the users inhale the alcohol via a gas form. There isn't a cold or refreshing drink, but the tastes of whiskeys and bourbons come through. This device is the newest from the company behind the Vapor Sex, which allows users to enjoy all the STDs and regrets of sex without having to experience that awesome feeling on your genitals. 6 TSA agents went to the hospital after one of them picked up a pepper spray container on the ground. He apparently thought it was a laser pointer, pointed it at the group of TSA agents, and fired. Luckily, the TSA agents are recovered and back at work, so now all of the minorities getting violated and detained indefinitely there can feel like their airport is safe. There has been a recall of ice cream on the campus of Penn State after numerous reports of small plastic objects and even pennies being found in the ice cream. Penn State officials reportedly are baffled, seeing as the only time they try and give kids a little something extra at Penn State is in the locker room. And that's the Far Side News.